Matt Wells here with Lando Vannata, taking on John McDessie this Saturday at UFC 206. How are you feeling, man? How's everything been going in Toronto so far?
I feel great, man. Everything's been going off without a hitch.
Yeah. So have you been out exploring the city since you've been here?
Nah, I just went to the grocery store. I've been mostly chilling inside, relaxing, resting.
Nice. So, you kind of shocked the world with your performance against Tony Ferguson. But after that fight, you said you were a little bit disappointed in your performance. Can you, elaborate on why that was?
Just didn't perform to the level I believe I could perform to. Yeah.
Was it just the bright lights maybe getting to you a little bit, or just?
Nah. It's just I went back and watched the fight a few times, and the more you watch it, the more things you see you did wrong, the more things you got to work on, the more critical you get on yourself. And the more I watched it, the more I hated it.
That's interesting that you hated it. I mean, it was a really good performance against Tony Ferguson, especially on short notice. What in particular about it did you hate?
Well, for one, the fact that I followed him to the ground and threw me in a fucking knee bar. That one sucked. Kind of stopped the finish right there. But yeah, there's just a few things, man. It's been a while since I watched it, so I couldn't tell you specifically at the moment.
All right. So since then, obviously, you got the fight with John McDessie coming up. So what have you been working on in the gym to improve and make sure you get this win on Saturday?
Yeah, we're really just focusing on this opponent. So specific things for him, specific techniques, specific setups and counters, and really just game planning specifically for John for this fight.
So what about him, challenge-wise, do you see in him? Do you think this is going to be an easier fight, relatively considered? You winning there against Tony Ferguson, one of the top guys in the division, obviously right in line for a title shot right now. So, what do you think of John McDessie as an opponent?
I think it's a great matchup. I think it's a much easier matchup than Tony Ferguson. Tony Ferguson's probably one of my more stylistic matchups I can think of. John's shorter than me. He's a striker. He likes to wait. He's easily pressured, so I'm excited about the matchup. I think it fits my style very well.
So Tim Elliott said something pretty interesting after his fight with Demetrius Johnson. It was a pretty amazing fight after winning the Ultimate Fighter. He said something about, he was able to go out there and relax a little bit more and fight a little bit more freely because he didn't have to worry about earning that second half of his contract. He just got a flat base pay. Is that something that ever crosses your mind when you go into the cage?
Nah, man. I'm chill when I fight. I'm relaxed. I'm just there. I'm not thinking about the money. I'm not thinking about anything. I'm just, bell rings, cool, let's fight. That's it.
Very cool, very cool. Now, have you been approached by the Mixed Martial Arts Athletes Association?
Nah, not yet.
Is that something that interests you, the idea of a union and, pensions, healthcare?
I know nothing about it at this point, man. I know Tim and Cowboy are part of it, and that's about all I know. Yeah.
Very cool, very cool. So obviously, after Saturday, what's next on your radar? And, who do you have in your mind? And, what's next for you after this fight?
Whoever fucking wants it.
How do you plan on spending the holidays?
Going to Thailand after the fight to go work with Ido Portal for a week, and then I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna take my girlfriend to the Bahamas for a week.
Have you worked with Ido before?
No, not personally. A little bit online. We've talked a little bit in the past couple months, and but I'm excited to. Very excited to.
That's interesting. So give me an official prediction right now for how it goes down on Saturday.
Any way I wanted to, man.
All right, thank you for the time. Appreciate it.